Yes. Fumble them. The world all left now we an. Let we try for make Salone go before. Let we left for fet we safe. Let we push Mama Salone go before. Me na Abdul Karim Kagbo. Again, we don't come today. Today na July the 15th, 2023. We don't come with another edition of the Salone issues. And normally we will say Salone issues, not to all negative. As Boko of una go attest, go really agree with we, say we not just talk about the problem in our Salone. We dey do our best for give solutions. And from Matilda, we now the main host of this program, and Auntie Kadi, when a co-host. By the way, Auntie Kadi, by God's grace, he go join me later. So I decide for, because we don't make it clear, say on Saturday, we dey start 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, where people like Eastern Standard Time, meaning like New York and plenty other place them. And Salone time, now 4 hours after that, so it will be 7 p.m. And then UK time, now 8 p.m. So we intend for start the program prompt. And me as somebody we're very time conscious. Unless if we get technical issues, but we go always try for make this program come right away. So my family, let not waste too much time. Let we go straight to the topic. So waiting at the topic where we want for deal with today, family. The topic now current issues where they make headline as Salone. And for let people not mix up with other issues them or other particular date. So we put the date, say as of July the 15th, 2023, the issues them we face Salone, now then we deal with today. And we're not going to waste time. We go open the phone lines right away. So the number, if you want for call, for join the discussion, the number for call, if you're in America, Canada, Mexico, we're in North America, the number where you can call, where you not get for pay nothing. Now toll-free number, now 1-866-944-7722. 1-866-944-7722. If you're in a UK, you can call a number, and when you call this number, if you're in a UK, you call this number, it go just fever like way you they call any party now the UK. So not too long distance for you if you're in the UK. And you go call 4+442080891455 +442080891455. And if you're in Australia, again, if you're in Australia, it not gonna be long distance for you, especially if you're in that Sydney area. So you can call this number, and the number for call now +61 2909 84337 +61 2909 84337. If you then a WhatsApp, where I go say one port, where you can able for call from any side, you go able reach with WhatsApp number. So with WhatsApp number, you dial first one and then 343-997-5828. With WhatsApp number now 343-997-5828. So that number here, we don't open the phone line right away. And if we not call them begin calm, we go pause for talk, and then we take on our calls them. And in the meantime, we know so some people and they in our workplace or then in a tight place where they're not go able for call, then can text. But again, as una we don't know, given the previous programs them, where people in the text, it can take a while for let we able for see the text then, because the text now it kind of they take extra step for let we display them on the screen, and we unfortunately we're not going to display all the text messages them where they come through. So we not intend for select them, because I know say people don't accuse VOS say with a filter the comments them, but no, that's not the case at all. Me fumble them. VOS we establish for help Salone. Let everybody in voice matter. Because remember, the government, with the government can do something, they're not can even all press conference way for make the press ask them questions, and they're not being able find a way for let ordinary Sierra Leoneans them ask them questions. So it can difficult, but we na VOS and I make they talk real. Yes, VOS, we get a station na Canada, we get a station in America, we dey try for establish station na UK and Australia, and we get a station na Salone. Salone now we dey try for finalize we radio license so people them go hear VOS na from the radio. The one they were not able for buy data for listen to we as we dey talk. But again, if you dey drive, maybe you not get chance, we go encourage you for let you tune in to the VOS radio online, the online radio where you can just tune in to that radio day, and we for able you for able get we voice them live as we the broadcast. So we decide for establish that avenue day as well, that medium day for let una go able for listen to we on the VOS online radio. The time that will not get live broadcast, we can play music and we can broadcast other things them. So again, it not necessarily means say una not for listen to the VOS radio if we not dey live on air, because the radio, online radio particularly, na 24/7. So like then late time na North America, yeah, we can dey play the nice old music them way they take on memories back. So na very very good app where una can able, if you get Android, we go encourage you for go now the Google Play Store, let you download the VOS. So now Voice of Salone TV, and when you type that, the app go come up and then you download them, so you go able forget boku boku thing them, because that app there we even get Salone news where you can able read online from that app they directly, you no need for go any side. We put everything like way with mangoes, like way Englishman say, one stop shop. So you get, we even get connection to BBC where from the VOS app you can able listen to BBC, so you don't need for go other side. And we get plenty other app them where we connect. So that's not something where I want for let una know. And we know say boku of una don't download the VOS app, but we go encourage the one they will not download them, it's let una download them. And by the way, the app also get a TV where we can they show like then people that will like soccer, Premier League and other league them. Now Europe and around the world, we can they show that now the VOS TV, and the app you go able for click on the TV and you go able see live television of games then we can they play, especially where the league then can they on. For right now, we can just randomly they show things them. But again, we try for keep the television 24/7. So all this now for let we bring Salone people and closer, and let we give una entertainment for like on and off feel bored, especially if we're not there on live. So again, we want for tell una boku boku thank you we don't join VOS. And again, we don't see say we Facebook, we don't get over 100,000 for right now. As I they talk to now, we get 103,000 followers them now Facebook. So YouTube, for whatever reason, the numbers do not reach to that level where we go gladdy. But the one that we don't subscribe to we YouTube channel, we want for tell una boku thank you. So for right now, we YouTube channel, we just get slightly over 4,000 subscribers them. But I go encourage una follow una subscribe to the VOS, so now VOS network. VOS network. So let una subscribe to the YouTube channel and una click on the bell. So waiting that mean, it means say anytime we come on live, you they get a notification say we don't come on live, and that way you're not gonna miss any of the broadcast we they do. For Facebook, we put something out there where you go able for get notification, the step by steps where you can able for take, so you go able get notification, because Facebook then change the system quite recently, we then kick people them off from their notification, and they, so you get for go back and click on the notification sign where anytime VOS come on, you go able get notifications say VOS don't come on, so you don't go miss the discussion, because we don't get boku people that we don't call and say, oh, I missed the discussion. So we'd encourage you now for una click on the notification. And I don't know right now, somebody there at the phone line, I don't know if na all program this person they watch, but let we take that call there. Like how we say, we not go waste too much time. Anytime where we get calls them, we go pause the program, we don't talk, and then take the calls them. So let me take this call, because I don't know if this person a old program they watch or not this program. So let me take the call, because one for be reference. VS Network. Hello caller. Waiting at your name and who say they call from, please. Network. Hello caller. Waiting at your name and who say they call from, please. Caller now for turn down your volume. I know say now this program you they watch. So turn down your volume so we go able for you.
Mina Ibrahim.
Okay.
I dey call from the United States, Washington DC.
All right.
You hear me?
Yeah, thank you, Ibrahim. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Waiting a contribution to the program.
Problem with the go at Salone, I dey try for talk about, we demonstrate yesterday in Washington DC.
Okay.
Waiting this man they do at Salone, we will not like, and Salone let me so I dey turn 69 this October.
Wow.
I don't come out there in that country like 40 years back. I know ever go there. Right now, I want to go back home. But things are hard. This man, right now, I get like 10 employees there who they work for me. They try for develop that country, then this man, they try for take this country back.
So when they talk about this man, who do they refer to?
Madabio.
Okay. That just for let people able to understand who they talk about.
They not try to divide the country to Mende, Timni, Limba, whatever. Sheka don't do it own. Most of them parliamentarians and they let me so a big part that know a lot of history in that country. Yeah, now they make Sheka in time, they make who wanna win another country. It turned into one party state. You key politicians there. I don't know if that same Chile Madabio they try for can do. Because all which they do now, the last 10 years, before he can't try the other world that Corona been the inside, it be okay. We all been the CPs. At least let freedom day for freedom of speech day, demonstration, they for keep people there. Yeah, this country, who this will not happy now. That's alone and home. We all want to come back. A lot of people they want to come back. They don't say. Let me so now about 40 years I don't hear. Why don't I no go Salone? I want to go back. But let this man open the doors there for me. Now I know more they try for talk. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much. So I want for ask you a couple of questions. So
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, where una be protest yesterday? Where to una get out of it? Other than come like una get US politicians that will join una for the protest, or will listen to una?
Well,
Tell people
yeah, we went to the Congress people and the senators there, we in the body there, we they make laws in this country, Yeah, so then they can go and talk to the State Department and you go reach to the President. Because a lot of interest there yesterday, you know, we all happy from, take long State Department the statements, which is good, you know. Not to so, we get for turn back. This not to country. UK said you know they know to the country. That Salone that they be happy and free. Talk what you want talk, who do what you want do happy. That's what
Absolutely.
it for be.
Okay. Well,
Nobody mother be not in this country to mandate me limba. Me again mandate gas for them. Me not me man. I get me I born with them. Now we brother and sister there. We all are one.
okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. I
Yeah,
appreciate that, man.
yeah, Yusuf, thank you very much for way you give me this news, because Boku people are not be no say on be demonstrate on be protest na Washington yesterday. So thank you where you make
Yeah,
a
we
known.
did.
Okay, thank you. We make a known. But one last question before you go though. Who that's na be una leader? Na any member of APC or
Well,
not
we
just
come together. No, not to repeat that. We the concerned citizens, no more.
okay.
You know, this not to APC, SLPP, the Chowuri born. Me papa been a mini SLPP. That they
No,
Albert Magaika inside and change and go SLPP, APC.
yeah, the
No,
question more
tribalistic, no
the
good.
okay, the
No, not
question
for be tribalistic, na Salone is people we serve. We all are
absolutely.
one. Creole, mandate, Limba, we all are one.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, my brother. And by the way, though, you don't sound 69 at all. You sound way, way.
I mean, when the voice here, if you see me face, you go, tell God thank you to America. I really happy. I get 6 chicken and a grand picking and off for talk.
Wow.
You know?
Well,
Yeah, I don't care.
okay.
I want some back.
Absolutely. I understand your pain. And by God's pray, by God in power, we all go able for go back now we country and give we own contribution. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
that's all we want to do,
Abs-
because I get like 10 employees, they will do for me and I
oh,
want to
then,
pay them good money, pass within the government, the people,
oh,
policeman there. You know
okay.
what I mean?
Yes, I believe say for right now the government they listen, because we get Boku information, say the government people then can listen to we programs, so then go listen and then go know say you know one person we want for go give people in a salon jobs, because I know say you go able carry your business now that country they for push salon people and go before. So
Exactly,
yes,
exactly.
okay, we
You
get
guys give money, employ 10 and 20 and how that employ that. Now, small business.
exactly.
Nine create the economy, you know?
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah, the government
thank.
not get nothing to do with that. Now, small business.
Okay, thank you so much again. And we get somebody else on the line. Let me take that call.
Okay,
There.
thank you very
Yeah,
much. I
thank
appreciate you now.
you too. Thank you. God bless, brother. Thank
God
you.
bless you too.
Okay.
Bye bye.
So fumble them. One for tell brother Boku Tenki, another person then at the line. But before we take that call there, we like I be telling Auntie Kadi for join me very shortly, and it in at the studio now. So la no keep on waiting and la make una no say it in at the studio. So Auntie Kadi, thank you very much, and tell Fambule I do please. Let Fambule know say you don't join.
Una, I don't join una.
Absolutely, and again, I go make because we the try for sets the stage for the topics them where we begin get calls them, so that they show we say, Baku Salon people and concern about the current situation at the country. So let me take this call, and then I go bring you before we break down the topics then we want for discuss today. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who say the call from, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cabo. Concerned citizen from Sierra Leone calling from Washington, D.C.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, concerned citizen. And what's a contribution for today, please?
Well, I want to start by thanking you too. I discovered you guys several weeks before the election, and your analysis is brilliant. And thank you very much for your contribution for moving we land forward. We appreciate the work we do, and I thank you very, very much.
You're welcome, brother.
And to move on, let me generalize this and talk and pick up inside the last caller just left. We got majority of us, we got generation now of Sierra Leoneans who don't reach a retirement age. We don't live in the West. We don't ready for go back home. They want go home for retirement. You know, as you know, I mean, nobody no want for retire in this country, my brother. Not the West. It's how we did. It's because it's completely different from how we come out. You know, we got family members, we got people and we don't want to go back. We got generations of Sierra Leoneans who want to go back, where it will be an asset in our land. You know, some of these people are very, very educated. Not only that, that retirement money, that is something we can use in our land. But all them people here need to go back because of security and basic necessities. Basic necessities, mean economy board, I left Sierra Leone back 1993 in darkness. I returned last year, 29, 30 years later, in darkness. My brother, the basic necessities from independence, clean water, accessible water, basic hospital, electricity, where it go power not just with life, but our economy, basic road. I mean, we need to ask for big things. We not ask for big things. This country have never asked for big things. We just ask for the basic. For 50 years, my brother, these two-party system have failed us. If they've been tackled, these 5 problems I just mentioned, and food security. If you look at this basic one that I don't mention, for 50 years, we know the one president where he don't come say, would they tackle this issue and solve them once for all. 50 years later, now this is not the same problem in our land. And all this, my brother, not because there is no bold, real leadership in our land. And this, now we always fault at Sierra Leoneans. Now we always fault as Sierra Leoneans because leadership need to grow at 3. Leadership come from us. I mean, if we continue to get bad leaders like this in the last 50 years, it tells a lot about our society. It tells a lot about us. You know, and I hope this time yesterday we went and protest. I don't care to as I say, to me, both of them, these 2 political parties, to me, they are national security threats to our country.
All right.
They have been national security threat for 50 years, and they will continue until people open their eyes and start holding these people accountable.
Okay, well, unfortunately, time done, but great point. Yeah, just watch the program and call me back because we get boku tine for discuss. We really want for let ourselves be part of this discussion, and I'm glad you will we open the program for taking our calls then. And Antikadi, it looked like say people they really want for express their frustration. So we get another caller on the line. Let we take him, and then I see the smile. And then because this we brother, although the 2 brothers them, they don't make valid points. So my brother, thank you very much, and let me just give somebody else chance for let we hear from him as well. Thank you. God bless.
Indeed. Keep going, stay balanced, stay truthful, and stay factual. Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who say they call from, please?
Yeah, my name is James. I'm calling from Virginia.
Hello, James.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Kawo.
Yes,
the co-host.
yes, Madam Kadi.
Yeah, I'm a fervent follower of US,
Okay.
but I don't know. I've been in America like 17 years, and since I came, almost every year, the only year when I go another Ebola year because there was no flight to go, and again partially the COVID. But sometimes when people are talking about Salone, it looks strange to me. You got the picture where they put on a year, and most of the people then, the different what really present on the ground. Let me hasten for say anybody. I don't know. You might not like a politician, a specific politician, people like Malabio and Electoral, but me, the things I grew up in Sierra Leone. I don't cover 17 years every year they go, except those 2 years. I didn't see any difference. Because the picture people are painting about Salone, no shady.
So make let we understand. You mean people and they paint
Yes, sir.
Salone the wrong way, or it worse than waiting people and they say, or a
Salone far better than the way people are
okay,
painting it.
okay, yeah. Let we just understand what you
Salone
mean.
far better than Salone far better than the way people are painting it.
Okay.
Like I listened in one previous call, they talk about freedom of expression. The past 10 years or 20 years, the same freedom we will enjoy, we see enjoy. But I don't know why people tend to paint this administration badly. Because me as a student, I remember who one demonstration. The early days of Anazakuma, there was no demonstration where people don't die. I have learned my lesson. If you say no demonstrate, I have to see the approval of a police before I go demonstrate. It's unfortunate, not to say for them, but that's the law of the land. And as by command, doing an by command, student demonstration, they were killed. So why are we demoralizing this particular administration like that this thing started in this administration?
Yeah, my brother,
Yes,
just a moment. But they call us them, then talk say both APC and SLPP, especially the last caller. I go pause your time, especially the last
No,
caller.
not the last caller. The first caller, and I'll follow up. If I haven't listened now for this, I might not be lucky.
Okay.
People are always thinking like all these things happen, and now it's automatic and I don't happen. And it's everybody, all the demonstrations that have taken place. The only demonstration, of course, young man himself said, "Oh, go to school, go to street." I was a student from my farm. About 40 Sanko. That was the last day of the demonstration. A lot of brothers were bulleted. They were killed. So then they still, there's no permanent in wheelchair. So if that's the law of the land, until that law, they take her out. It's very unfortunate why you say they are killing a lot of people. I believe strongly with the opposition party at today. Most of them don't take politics as a career. They don't want to do anything. We remember when Dr. Iwi, those doctors in those days when they started when they were removed from power, they went back to their classes and started special. But most of our politicians these days, they don't have that time. They depend on politics. Every day is politics for them. That's why, consciously or unconsciously, they remove our brothers, go demonstrate as in government, and they're not getting any result. They will never come out.
Absolutely.
And they know.
And sorry, my brother. You time done, but you make great point, and we will pick up on that because now one of the things them big difference between the politicians then where I mean abroad compared to Salone, because Salone they not get like life for go back to after politics. So now I make politics to them now do or die.
That's true.
Yes, now do or die. And great point. But interestingly, Auntie Kadi, look like say people them we get Boku callers them where they wait. So my brother, thank you very much. Let we give chance to other people them because one for listen today to callers them. So we get them now the line. Let me take this other call. WhatsApp, VOS network caller. Waiting on your name and who say they call from, please.
Well, this now Mustafa, they call from France.
Thank you
Let
very
God,
much, Brother Mustafa. And go
let,
ahead, please, with your
let
comment.
God bless you for this wonderful work you will do. And God will put you in the history of the country. So you will not try very hard for at least let the rightful thing be done. But I just
Well,
one can
I'm glad
defy.
I not cut you out, but I'm glad the way you say we now, because me not the kind person way I know I'm for take credit by myself. This not a team. So I'm glad the way you say una. So let God bless una. We all, the presenters them, and una self way they inspire the presenters them na VOS. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
I just one can differ from this last caller because in point where he make, it seems not they get things right. How we country they presently, and not ever they so since we get democracy. Then don't they kill people them? Ever since pan demonstration, the entire 10 years of Aneskoma, you go check, check reach 10 people will die through demonstration. We need to justify bad for bad. When something bad, we'll call and say bad. This president bill in government now the worstest democratic elected government we don't get. Take today, we don't know the total of people that will die in Apanemba Road. Take today. Or then they come and give this amount and then come and give it. Take today, we don't know the total of people who die August 10. So you want to compare the incident there to the Pakaba in government or Aneskoma in government? We for being a country where we foresee we self say when bad happen, we for call them bad. No matter who they in power, whose party within a power. You know, compare bad and bad. Today we all they say Aneskoma in times, people and they cry this same police what we call force for good. I just the sorry for we innocent brothers them we're all gone. Where they lay their life for that country because them just they in a way that they're not able for do anything then other than the fella. The real wicked one then are like the IG, the one the way they send them say do this, where they give them the order. It just feel like the war where we fought in Salone when some person they then catch and put drug in it, then get and gone. It begin fire, kill do all kind bad things. You know they blame man. You they blame the way catcher, we put on for that thing there. And we country right now they in a crossroad. We get picking there. We get a grand picking there we get for calm. We proud of waiting the happen in our country. Who side we feel say this they lead we country? When things get for change, people and they right now we sit down with anger. They look for any opportunity where they get for revenge the death of their loved ones them. When something bad, we say it bad. Now the worstest democratic elected government we don't get now President Bio. Unfortunately, he says he study peace and conflict. He got many people already there. When they're ready for travel, they left the peace now decide where they go study them, then count the conflict in Salone. Because common sense, I foresee you as my brother. I feel the way they feel. All the government, the old homelands get the all native money. And then nothing change.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, Brother Mustafa.
Unfortunately, I don't go out.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you
yes,
very much.
you're welcome, and thank you very much. Auntie Kadi, love patient too, because we get some more people in
Mhm.
the line.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
love
That's
patient.
fine.
Yeah. And I know saying a lot for member the calls them the callers they're waiting that they say, but we go able to do we best for summarize waiting and say and address them accordingly because this is not part of the topic tonight. Let me take this call. VOS Network. Hello caller, waiting at your name and who say the call from, please.
Okay, with Justin Logonzo from Washington.
Hello, Brother Justin. Thank you so much for calling. And waiting a young contribution on the program tonight. Go ahead, please.
Okay, first of all, I want to say thanks to the VOS team, you, Auntie Kadi, and Mr. Mengot, Mr. Shylon, I believe. I don't really remember the name very well.
Yes, yeah, and Shilon,
But
yes.
Mr. Shylon, I'm sorry. Thank you for the correction. So, my own concern here, I have two things. I don't know if we're not going to ever look at the Justice Edmund Cowan Commission. We, former President Anas by Kuroma, the commission for let's look at the Israeli constitution and see how they go reform them so it go serve everybody, regardless of your region you come on, ethnic group or whatever. And we will also address the same ECSL issue we don't get right now. But unfortunately, former President Kuruma not be take Justice Cohen recommendation. Then President Biocam, they only take which go benefit SSPP. We not only to this PR system and other things, we APC they found foul. Okay, so I don't know if we're not going to look at that commission back and see maybe the government will listen, because right now, like Anti-Karibi said before, the government on the spot eye, social media they on there. So a lot of things they go listen now because the world they watch them. So I don't know if we're not going to educate we on the Justice Cohen Commission for Constitutional Review, we President Nkrumah be commissioned. Then the other thing is the PR system. Also, I really appreciate Mr. Cabo your analysis of the numbers, even though I get some doubts some areas, but I really appreciate it. You share me eyes on certain things. But I go straight to the point, dealing with both districts and Kenema district, right, for the city council. Now, APC wins some city council councillors and the council. During the parliamentary system, we begin on APC. APC now begin no seats at the council, even though there are a lot of APC supporters in both cities, both town and Kenema district, right? They have a lot of APC people in those towns. I know that because I grew up in both. Now, well, during the parliamentary system, they normally get no seats at the council, which is very undemocratic. So I see some good in this PR system, even though the opposition don't cry as something undemocratic. But I see say we for look at the PR system and try for modifying ways so it will work for everybody. Because now some of that people in APC supporters and other minority parties then at the south, we then get people then they get voice in the city council. And you know, say politics are at the local level. They say all politics is local. So it's very, very important. Low VOS help understand, especially the critics. Let them understand, say, okay, the PR system go work for everybody, inclusive system at the local level. Then my final point is on Kone. Kone is very incompetent. And I really believe that Ben Kelfala, now a man with serve the Constitution of Sierra Leone, if we indict Kone after this whole process ends. Because Kone really is derelict at the Constitution, derelict at his duties. Because not transparent, not release data. People they want to know what's happen, Western urban, all them things they do. So, Kone is very incompetent, and Kone must be held accountable, and ECSL must be reformed. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness, me brother, as you they talk, me body they rise. You na one person where I say I go knock chest say you na true patriot. Not to because you sort of agree with me, but the way where you put them. That thing where you talk about APC get seat na bo and you self say then get supporters then and stuff. Absolutely. We don't talk about this program. Say the PR system, if they implement them well, it will help the country because it not go just be APC and SLPP affairs. It will mix the country. 100% we agree with you. Say the PR system, if they implement them well, it will do something for the country. And you not the first person we don't talk them openly. Say Kone na disaster. Therefore, indict them. And that make her be frustrated per the ACC boss, where instead of He urged Corner for do the right thing. And they go after the National Election Watch, their numbers, where at this point, not to the official people them were responsible for pull out numbers them. But again, Antikadi, the lines then jam. So we get another call. Let me take
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
That's
yes,
fine.
and then, yes, and if once we don't, where we not get any call, I really want for you pick up on this particular caller about Kone and all what he say, because to me, then therefore be the starting point where we dey discuss any resolution given the current situation where we dey pass so. Let me take this call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who say they call from, please?
Hello.
Yes, caller. You there on live? So the person,
Okay.
yeah, let the person then at the person then at the
Hello.
background. Let you know say with the area. So you want for advice and please.
I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that. I move out.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Kabo. Yeah.
Yes. Go
Yeah.
ahead,
I
sir.
believe say even the PR, not a bad thing. Actually, the only thing bad they put the average for you to be considered for any seat. That was wrong. It's too high, 11 point something. Come on. I mean, party will able to get genuinely 11 point something. And I believe that why most parties don't make that. I've listened to people analyzing PR should have brought more new parties, small parties into the system. But we ask ourselves, before the election, how was NGC going to win any seat? They don't match with SFPP. C4C did not stand. All these one parties, and if you watch this, what SFPP do cleverly, all the independent, because the past regime, the independent party MPs were SFPP area. 99% of them were SFPP, and they didn't see what this time around, so there was no independent candidate. So how do you expect independent to come in before the election? These are parties, and you see, they don't almost support SFPP. C4C, they don't almost dismantle itself. So which party else was really strong? Which party was really strong to compete with these two parties? No. So for them to get diversity in that parliament, I don't blame nobody. I blame the politicians themselves. So I rest my case for now.
Well, brilliantly said. I must give you that, sir. We agree with you. So, Auntie Kadi, the line don't blow for us. So, la bring you now, Auntie Kadi, based on what you do the thing the way you remember in terms of the comments them usa you go on for begin go ahead please because the callers them all I must say they all don't say brilliant thing them so let we begin there before we put together waiting now the topics that we want for discuss but take them away and give your own summation in terms of what you do the callers then say so far go ahead please.
It's very fulfilling, satisfying, really, for hearing some of the points that really callers they make. You see, and I noticed one or two callers that we perhaps not the first thing this can I then contribute well, really. Is it because this last caller really talks, he blame the politicians. 100%, I agree with him. When it's about this PR independence and all that. Now we politicians, now they're not the not they're responsible for with problems, if not all, for some of the problems. So a greater percentage, you see, because like this PR, because we politicians and self. Why they even agree for form all the alliances and yeah, so okay, like where we get this PR, if they're not be formed the alliances and yeah, so there's a possibility so for me get other other political parties in a parliament, you see. But these people are just there for their own self-aggrandizement. Waiting and they are not there to satisfy the country. They're not to think 1 minute how the decisions and the political decisions then, they adversely affect the poor people in the country. You see, it's just themselves. That's all. Why? Because I'm not going to put saying just the political, just the government in power. No, not the government in power at all. Because why the other party themselves join? You see, so this is what, when you look at it, you see, the mere fact now that it's only 2 political parties now we get in a parliament, it's not the sort of thing we are happy about. Because I've been left with parliaments, maybe we get C4C, we get NGC, even though not so in large numbers, but we've been getting. But now it's either APC or SLPP. So in effect, all them parties, then they threw them politicians in, they don't weed them all out. They exclude them, take them all out, you see. And they've only got their political leaders then for blame. See, for see, when I get Emerson Lamina for blame, NGC, when I get Kande Yumkela for blame. Me, they call names. You get me? I'm not going to call, because Charles Magai not been in a parliament anyway, you see. But instead, I think instead from alliance or something, you get me? So they're all, you see, because the way this thing they say, don't they so now? Now this political parties, then 2 parties then yeah so now. Now make them feel to say they own the country. They feel to say they own the country. SLPP can do their own. They make their own decisions. APC themselves come, they make their own decision. You see? They even thought of expelling people then we believe say they for going to parliament. It's sickening. By the way, let me make it clear. I'm not then at this platform as a representative of APC. Let me make it clear now. I am not here as a representative of APC. I'm not come here so I can speak on behalf of APC. But what I can confidently tell Una say, me a member of the All People's Congress Party, APC, honorary member for that matter, honorary foundation member. So it would be nice for let Una all know say I belong to that party. You get me? At the same time and again, for them one day we can look me and say, oh, na SLPP ID. So at least Una know say me na APC member. And then for the one day where they say, oh, they don't get money or it is 2 sides. Then Una go no say I've gone past that stage in life where I be much younger and not take money in a politician and not so now I go take them. If you so make it clear to Una. So whatever I say na yes so now waiting me believe say I they say and the truth. Because I not get no reason for can support for can back my you. I not get no reason for back Samura or Mion party. I not get no reason. I will only support them if there is something there to support. But I know they can't support President Bio in government to the extent that I lost my integrity in the eyes of the world. I'm not going to do that. And at the same time, I know can I say because me belong to APC. If APC they do the wrong, I not talk them. I said because now APC is not going to work with me. No, you know they work. Because I believe say the same mouth where they use for criticize SLPP, I for use the same mouth for criticize APC. Yeah, the same. Otherwise, I not call myself as a patriotic Sierra Leonean. They mean that parties and politics are the play. And I don't have no room for parties and politics at all. So they can make it clear now. So they're not before even go join. Because the reason of all these alliances, you see, it kind of is strengthening the ruling party more and more. It's not so easy now say for letting you ever come out. So you can see now when they talk, say we go there for the next 40 years. And we're not going to exclude that. There's a possibility. It could happen. Let me not turn blind eyes to that. It could happen. Just like where APC they said been there in a one party state, Then they that continue for over 30 years for me to the 30, 40 years. It's even then and not be active politics all intended, but what to the area now, you see. So it's possible this can happen again. Because the opposition politicians then they don't agree. For I wonder how then they feel today when they just they're no more none of that district block thing. They're not even in a parliament as a party, political party. You see? I don't know how then they feel. Unless I don't have a proper understanding of how this PR system they work, because PR system they in various forms and get different forms. Say. Yes? But this particular one, I don't know how it operates, how they suit them. How they do it for suit them, you get me? But that is very, very wrong. Now be a very bad move they make. And I will categorically say it here that I advocated against the PR system. Not words about it. I'm not a hide. I will advocate against them. You see? So, but if you don't go in now, it is. So we get for support. Me, I always believe in one thing. Anything where they not approve. The parliament or all anything they will support them until parliament ready for change them back or they challenge and a court give another interpretation, then we go come up beyond that. But other than that, it's sad. Now they go to this man where bring some valid points. This I'm not surprised when Mr. Kago shaking head and smile because Mr. Kago be not talk about that. This man we talk about Francis Ben Kalfala, you see, and something else Mr. Kago remind me.
Yeah, Kone, it's about Kone, yeah, Kone as well. And say Francis Ben Kalfala for them pursue him and indict him. Yes.
Yeah.
And then by the way, by the way, just quickly though, somebody posted a comment.
Maybe should I leave that with you because you go better deal with it.
You go ahead. You go ahead. You did on the right track, and I'm really glad where you did make people understand your position because again, let me get them from you directly. We encourage every Sierra Leonean. And are you right? For you belong to whatever association, whether political party, independent, or whatever it is. As long as when you come to VOS, the first criteria is waiting go push Salongo before. So once that is satisfied, we are happy. So yes, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
It just crossed my mind said there's something else we have been one mention briefly number because perhaps Mr. Kabo will get for bring and come as well give me the topics of discussion, get me? Because I talk about these alliances, I talk about this PR the way you don't can let two political parties that this country will become so extra powerful. So the point now that the masses not get voice over them anymore. We not get voice. Whatever we say now for nothing, not they work. You know they work. You see? So example, me on political party when me the APC. For let them even think to say, well, we'll not see official MTA too. So maybe something I'm not for dwell on that because since it's not officially, but although it only rumor, they waste our time no more now with it for. But just in case it's not officially announced, but just in case they're thinking of it, let them not say, not everybody would support it. Me for one, Mohammed Banguran, I would take the opportunity to congratulate you here for where you go to parliament. I congratulate you. I'm not be ever congratulate you, but I congratulate you now. Yes, because the reason why I congratulate you, because you show the country say you offer a service. Now people then vote for you, they put you there. And not support it and say people them not for going to parliament. But if people that want to go there, me one alone not go decide for a whole political party. I just they talk about how me feel. You get me? You see, because if they don't vote, the poor people then now with it, at least there's somebody there now where go represent them. If you know if APC they only represent APC, but at least it go represent people that will vote for them. You get me? You see? So that side there, I congratulate them and I be advocacy, I be talk and say, and nothing to say it was the right move for letting select people they not go back in parliament. For several reasons we have been mentioned. Some people not go get money, they not go get pay. Some people then go suffer. And some people are actually supporting it because out of ignorance. Some people are being brainwashed. You see, this is just how I feel. You get like sometimes some of them people when are counselors them where they away. They're not to understand. And with politicians, then they are good at brainwashing people. When they don't talk down, you go believe. You get me? You see? So I really not happy about that. You see? And the thought of even saying for expel Mohammed Bangura, you understand? Eh? I don't see how that is going to happen. How? Then this will
Well,
be a very hot for a fight. Let's go to Kalfala now, Ben Kalfala, and waiting this man talk say, you understand? Eh? If Francis Ben Kalfala, from waiting he say, because if na the commissioner for corruption or several other things, you see, and then he say they for indict Kone. Well, okay, yes, like he indicts Kone. But for now, I want to know on whose grounds, which grounds Francis Ben Kalfala can indict Kone at this point. Because
well,
if you get for indict, yes,
we'll go talk a little bit more on that because
okay,
again, according to the international observers, them then say not transparent. So not transparent and then give issue with the then take issue with the numbers them. So if for whatever reason deliberately it go the wrong way, yes, then they not corruption. So that now that's the person they say. Say the act of corner where is not transparent and also therefore investigate them. And now that the United States Department SEF they recommend. And we will talk about all that. So in fact, now the right time for we put together the issues, then we want to discuss. So again, me fumble them, Antikadi, you really don't nail them. And Boku people and they say kudos over the way how you nail things. And I will begin to display the comments them for let you SF they see them and let other people and they see the comments them where the kudos where people and they give you. And we truly in our VOS appreciate you and for where you they do your best for push Mama Salongo before. And that VOS stand for. So now the first thing where we want to talk about, as some of us see, na Freetown particularly heavy in become where Kuta Road flood and then a part of Pademba Road self be flooded. So we want to play that video there, Leona see and Antikadi. We go talk about who are really responsible because again, it bring we back to that issue of roles and responsibility. Because one moment the mayor be they say he want for doing work, the central government they give a chance. And the central government at one point they said the mayor need do sufficient work for push the free tongo before. So we go talk about that. Then the second issue we get for talk about is the one where you just touch on. So the Mohammed Bangura issue. NRM then pull a statement where now a body of APC and I go show that they say they're not there with the party in position for let them boycott parliament. So then criticize the party in position for that. We will talk about and we talk about so much power where the constitution get where it come to the parties them because now they now the root of all the what they go through so. And we brought one of our brothers them call and say if we go get for look into that Justice Cowan in recommendation, where we get a brilliant lawyer now VOS, where now lawyer Shilon, we go spend time where we go look into the areas then where we feel say if former President Kuruma be implement the recommendations then they Salone for be better for be don't go before pass Usaude so again for answer your question yes we go spend time where we go look into that Justice Cowan in recommendation where it come to the constitution because in my opinion and you said we agree with that now the root of all the things them where we the issues them where we they get now with politics and the other thing where we go talk about anti-kadi we go play a video about waiting they happen na Kenya the democracy it way mature past Salon but because of hardship, because of the influence of the opposition, we see in Kenya where people then protest violently, till 6 people and die. So that day we want for play that video day, let Salon people them understand some of the thing them way they ahead of Salon. Where Salon, if we not undo the current situation well, we go see we serve now that kind of situation where Kenya people and they talk about say the cost of living triangle. Una go listen to una go watch the video and listen to that because we don't the one now this VOS for let President Bill take the situation very seriously and address them accordingly for prevent Salone for let anybody die as a result of their sloppiness. So we go able to talk about that as well. If time permit, we go talk about the president in appointments them and what did it mean going forward, and particularly to people like Dr. Yumkela, where like how you say where now be one of the vibrant opposition members them, but a some people then go say a cell game or whatever adjective you use, and now the SLPP, the BO government, the GAM position. So that position they a really worth for way allow NGC for contest fully. Now this election where we go able get the possibility for get another party in opposition. So we go talk about all that. And also now boku things them we got for talk about because the time not really then our side because as it is right now, we don't even hit past 1 hour. But I'm so glad in the way people them be they call because them people and they're all not a single one I go say no makes sense. They all make sense and we appreciate una way una call. So let we not waste too much time, Auntie Kadi. Let we show the videos about the flooding na Freetown and then we will come back and talk about the way forward. And again, this is not a blame game, but for let we understand no more who that responsibility for make Freetown go to them in a way that we not go see this kind of flooding where I go show now in a moment. So me fumble them, on not change that dialogue, on stay tuned, and on not go no side. We will come right back after we show now this video with more analysis about issues them where they happen now with Mama Salone. We they come right back on stay tuned. Thank you.
Sister, how you do? How the body? Sister, you brother Israel. You see Kuta Road, sister? Kuta Road, those days not in this so Kuta Road na in of Ibas and Bagota so. This house so then tile by you right to when you watch this video and the road for go down Jamboria Street. So outside they see like this green after that compound this other tile also in the so in between the now Jamboria Street. Where you wash out straight on your left over so now Victoria Street, Chapel Street they so now Kuta Road on turn Sabagota so. Now you see how this country don't scatter na we are. Kuta Road na in so. And this year not so morning we begin oh. And by the afternoon time na rain begin come so. Sister, let you see na the Kuta Road so now. Now the turn am. See Kuta Road. Now they turn around to run for go like toilet and supermarket. You say for go towards the market. The whole Kuto road full up with water. See the country, how you don't scatter now we are. Things so don't they ever happen in the happen. See Kuto road. The main Kuto road na in this so. Na in flood so. Yeah. The Kuto road so. We see at the talker, at the stress. At the stress the world send. You see I Kuto road so. We say first Balani and son, so they say D and S. Now up the office are this so. We say first time in the middle D and S. And Kuto road now up there to Napsu. What is the view? These parts wey we see so now are the only towards the market. And I will turn am back but turn towards Adelaide Street, Jamboria Street, Victoria Street and Chapel Street. You see the main Kuto road system na in the flood so. You see self water from Jamboria Street if you watch carefully straight on your left. See? Na Jamboria Street so. Why is it Victoria Street? I don't want to come on. Yana Edward Street. Na in so. See I return am back. Kuto road. Na in so.
Banemba Old Campus Street.
Oga, let's see more candle. Yeah, go academy. If I go provoke SLR video, that is that group I want to send us.
Banemba Old Campus Street, Dundas Street Junction. This is Main Street.
And Samba got an overflow.
Samba got overflow.
You know turn back here. You know turn back. You know turn back here. Okay. Seriously.
So Auntie Kadi, two main streets the one in the way they go western from the central area of Freetown to western. For go western, you either take that Kuto Road or that Pademba Road where you dey go through St. John's. I know say Boku people don't take where they left Freetown, where they left Salone. So St. John's, you take that street outside that bridge before Dome. Where you dey go now for go meet up stadium there here and there. So Kuto Road safe, you dey able take Kuto Road and come that side for come meet up stadium and go now then Congo cross to western area now. So the two main streets them, look how them flooded. So tell from the, again, work with the municipality and stuff like that. But given the fact, say Salone gets this kind issue for deal with, why we get the local government act. Why that local government act do not go make them in a way that it clearly show the roles and responsibilities of the municipality versus the central government. But instead, the central government, the kapu power. And again, this is not just this SLPP administration, because that government, that minister of local government, now former President Tijan Kaba, now Imbrian come into the mix. So, and then it creates now more tension between the central government and the municipal government. Because then place here, Usade so Canada, the municipal government now info be take care of the city. So tell people them what do you make of this kind thing where we country and Freetown now the city, the capital city of Sierra Leone. And in fact, plenty of them placed them there because the state house they right there. Because when you come out County 3, you take Pademba Road. So the state house they right there. And USA, you go say we state house. Then you see this kind of situation. So Rob Mott and people are able to understand waiting are some of the things them where you feel say can able push the relationship in a better way for like then tackle then kind of where they gone now the city and probably even some parts of the province as well because this is a natural disaster we not go able especially with climate change we not go able for stop 'em. We go minimize the impact if we do something right, but we're not going to stop them. So come in and let we know what thing you take from the video where you just watch.
Well, like you rightly say, we don't know how then we do things as alone, how then they work. We don't know who is responsible for who or who is responsible for what. You see, between the local government and the municipal, is the municipalities or some or whatever they call it. But waiting, I remember for the very first time we may become aware, say, two different bodies are responsible when them get a mayoral debate. Although I not be watching the mayoral debates, I just can't know with the last person, with them is an independent person they talk. But I remember when there was somebody say something that was a rebuttal in which somebody say, "Oh, we're not to me responsible for that, and the other side and responsible." So that's just a little bit of information what we I get and all that, you see. But how me see that place there, the place is a dirty. You get me? Put on dirty. Lord put on that way. It dirty. Because all this water where they come to, it take some rubbish, some things and all go, it go dump them at on side. Now the thing that they go there now, mosquitoes begin come. People begin sick. You get me? You see? People begin sick. They begin get malaria. They begin get typhoid. We have all kinds of things because the place dirty. It's about time let the two side and work together. But waiting they above we. This politics. In the Ambogwe country, politics not they improve Sierra Leone. It not they upgrade Sierra Leone in any way. It they upgrade people in pockets, their personal pockets. Then it they bring Sierra Leone down. You see? Because if they sit down and work together, then go achieve. Freetown is such a small country compared to other countries then. Why we
Yeah,
not
very
able to
small
maintain
city.
Freetown? Eh? What do you
No,
say?
city you mean, right?
Yeah.
Small city compared to yeah.
Small city, sorry. The city I want to say, yeah, sorry, thank you
Yeah.
for correction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freetown a small city, the capital, you see. It's so small for manage. So why they're not able to manage them? The reason is this. For example, that we will get a mayor, then we get the local government. Then the two that they fed, it's not like we're two man and they fed for one wife or one girlfriend. You see? The two that they fed, the two party them. Would that suffer? Now the city now suffer. Because according to Yvonne, funds they not be the game funds. And then after where election they come, what then come on and those say, Yvonne be the get funds. You get me? Then they put in a very difficult situation, not knowing who to believe. Particularly when information come out from people then, we work with Yvonne. You get me? So it make it difficult for us. Me support Yvonne Akisoya. I campaign for Yvonne Akisoya. Well, I campaign for him because I be want let it go inside, let we may or go inside. We may and some SLP people themselves now some groups themselves they say, why they so back in defend them and all that thing. But then when you start hearing all the information, it puts you in the state of quandary, state of doubt, where you don't know who to believe or who not to believe, what to say or what not to say. You get me? But all I can say is, if them two be they work together, then it's easy for them do this city. But every party want forget the praise. And really, by right, I'm not saying this because Ivo Akisoya being go under me ticket. You see, I'm not saying not so that's make I say this. But the point is, they get for do one in a way, let the mayor irresponsible for all them things they are so. Just like where we say like where you see when I get in Canada, we say we get in a yaso. You get me? Eh? You see? Well, although Yaso said not to mayor no more because Yaso the council them. Now the council them. Well, we know we not get plenty council. Now one get council we get Freetown City Council. So in effect, so now the city council anyway. So are quite right now the mayor because now one council will get now Freetown.
Yeah.
You see, now they can do all that. You see. So but the thing is that then forget that then left for say we want get name. We want forget the name, say that we build the Freetown. Now we build this, we build. If they stop that, you see, then the city will go forward. But until we stop that, say for example, if Gentleman be the mayor, I guarantee you na say within these 5 years, therefore we improve it and mass greatly. I'll tell you why. Because for they get
Yeah,
funds, therefore they get the funds.
it go nice for the people that know why.
And they tell them why now. Why?
Yes.
Because the ruling government forbid the pump money give Gentle because they all in a one party. So they not say whatever work Gentle do. Now they get the praise and say, oh, now be under SLPP government. You see? So they go pump money, they unlike how they will give one money. Coming back to them because Tambalamina said they give Livo money. So we don't know. You won't say they not give money. Who should we believe? Who? Okay. You
So,
want to
so
get a greater.
just a moment. That point there where you make. So you say if Gentle be win, the free tongue for be better because
No, I'm
the
not saying, yeah.
government the government forbid they pump money. So what about you take on the flip side? So that means if Samu and MB win, Gentle win, now opposing party, so foresee a continuation of waiting they go on between Yvonne and Bill.
Very likely. Very
Yeah,
likely.
so now they not the
No, very
problem now.
likely.
Yes, so now they
No,
not the
no,
problem
it is the
now.
problem. Now, these are the
Yes.
problem. Very likely. Although some people they now we want for less Samura car inside, you understand it? When me self not mind is Samura win because now president it go be me party, we not mind. But then one day we want that, then go tell you say, oh, well Samura not sound so. Samura he this, he that. But people will tell you anything where they're not going to power is. People say anything about anybody. You see? So that is the problem na Salone. You get me? But that's not the problem. And then when
So,
they unbox
so
again,
in essence, where you say if Gento be win, if will be better off, I think because easy for let
no.
people.
That is not how I worded it. I'm not saying it go
Okay,
better off. No, that is
okay,
not how I worded it.
okay.
Waiting I
Sorry.
say is, I
Hmm.
say yes. Waiting I say if one get difficulties, although I know use difficulties that the word, but that was what I was saying. Now the
Okay,
one did
okay.
it. So they don't
Sorry.
they get money, but if not Gento be win now, inside these 5 years, we go see massive improvement because they go get all the money where he want because they want forget the praises. So you
And I
understand
know
what I'm
this.
saying?
Yes. No, I not
I know
disagree
they
with
say,
you, Atikadi. I not disagree with you at all. The point where I dey try for clarifying Naya is, you say I'm rightfully so, but enough for be so. Enough for
enough
be
for
say
this. So
until a member of your party be mayor of the Freetown or any town for that matter, before you go improve on the development of that town day, it's very wrong. So Nadani no Mabuan for kind of bring home saying you
thank you. You're right.
absolutely you right. I don't disagree with you at all. If Gento
No,
be
thank you. You're
win,
right.
we go for Begam all the support necessary for improve Freetown significantly because now the keyword that Freetown don't improve, but you know improve that way where we go like for Siam. And then they wrong. You don't need for say because this person, this current mayor, not to you political party they represent you for stifle improvement of the city, then they're completely wrong. So I just want for let people to understand. And again, not to say Siam rightfully. I agree with you 100%. But people in are easy for let them misquote we. Now I make Akin
Oh
left
yeah.
for that clarification there. Thank you.
And another thing again, Yvonne, when me support where I campaign for, seriously, you get me? The fact that I campaign for Yvonne, no means I not go criticize them. You get me? You see? Yvonne herself could have done much better than what he do if she hadn't spent most of her time abroad. Because I think today Yvonne be focused more on overseas than inside Freetown. That is just the reality. You see? It's just the reality. APC people are not going to agree with me. Yvonne, you see, self not going to agree with me. You understand? But I think it be focused more on pleasing the international community, the international people then, than Freetown. You see? And not to international people then put on there. Now we put you there for develop Freetown for we. You get me? You see? I'm saying this thing now because it don't go a second time. So when it don't go a second time, now even though the other boycott, I don't know what will be the result. But whichever result they get, it should even happen for go back, resign. He say they can't work, it go work. And they say this now for make it take that on board where it work this time. Because it gets away with the first one. But the second one now it not go easy. Because they go say, if you don't do it before, you do on the second, this one again. You see? And in any event, you understanding, we got, yes, okay, you won't do well because she went there, she raised, was it £1 million? You understand? Dollars from ATIA, you understand? What did she actually do with that $1 million? $1 million, not so small money. You get me? Yes. What did he do with that? There's possibility say, not that possibility say, he spend them for develop Freetown, but he quiet, he not tell people then. When they say in politics, when you do something, talk calm, flag them, let them hear you. You get me? If you not flag and let them hear you, then go say you not do nothing. You see?
All right. Well. Let's just kind of step in. We don't know a whole the detail, and I appreciate that.
You know, question
However,
that they ask.
yes, yeah. However, Yvonne by himself, and not get no right for directly collect money. The same way so as President Bill, and not constitutionally get right for receive money directly. Now, I've even criticized the term where Ben Kelfala be the pose, say they give Bio check. Bio, not to we, like how we get now America, we then get the IRS, the revenue, service and stuff like that. Now, Canada, yeah, we get the CRA, we know the Canada Revenue Agency. So, Salone then get the agency we're responsible for collect them money then they. Even Ben Kelfala self, get business for receive check on behalf of the ACC. You see, so now there the corruption they begin. All in need for no is they don't make the payment. That's all. You give receipt, say you don't make payment and stuff. Ben Kelfala not supposed for see any check. President Bill not supposed for handle any check. Not to impersonal business at all. So again, I'm not saying a different thing. We got a caller on the line, but I just want to address this person with comments say you cannot bring charges against someone for not being transparent. So it puts question mark, but I just in a statement. As much as we all disagree with Mr. Conde, but Conde, I believe I mean, we can only bring charges against him only if he committed a crime. 100% I agree with you, my brother. Within I say, if I told them you the try for court, I say, given the transparent way, not transparent, where the international body then self get the perception, say get something where they hide, now make it not transparent. So they need for investigator. Now that's what they are used. They need Ben Kelfala because now that's not the work of the ACC. Investigate. If they see reason for bring charges, then bring charges. So na process, my brother. But that process stay where Ben Kelfala no give any reason, any clue, like say he willing for try that process day. Now that make I criticize him. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry the caller or angle. Please call back. I will just try for clarify for answer this person because we want for mix the calls them with the comments them. So again, Madam Kadi, we get boku comments then like I say earlier. Unfortunately, as Madam Kadi they talk or me they talk, we go they display them. But the one them we directly ask question for let we answer, we go answer them. So now about Yvonne. That 1 million, again, we don't know who side that money. And again, the ACCTI for um late charges and all that. And to some extent, according to Yvonne, again at the quote, the thing where ACCC say, where na then go na AYV, the ACC boss, it go na AYV, it say the council, including the mayor, they'll accept that allegation say they be use money inappropriately, something like that. I just a paraphrase. But the mayor say no. Yeah, ACC not get any talk like that. We say you don't accept, say the charges them a kind of guilty or something like that. So down there by itself, now corruption. For like you as the boss for ACC, they try for lie and manipulate the outcome of certain thing and even misrepresent somebody, say he says something where not to the case. That there by itself not corruption. So again, now that make this program not too much about the ACC boss, but not just for show una say we get issue in that country there with we institutions them. So we get a call. Let we take this call, Auntie Kadi, and we'll bring you right back for let you continue with your assessment. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who say they call from, please?
Yeah, Mr. Sawo, how are you?
I they do well, my brother. What's your name and who say they call from,
Yeah.
please? If you
My
care
name
for
is
tell
James
me.
again from Virginia.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I don't want.
Yes.
I really say, for instance, the fellow has no right to collect money.
Yes.
You are 100% right. You also don't get right for collect money. But I don't think what I understood what they are doing. They are not collecting money. If you agree, say, I mean, ACC, remember ACC, when they're gonna once they invite them, go to parliament, and they tell them, say, I mean, they say they have about 6 accounts. I think those money, the corrupt people, they allege, oh no, allege, oh you pay money, you have to allege again. Those corrupt people, when they reform the money, they put on an ACC account. And what was the government they do, they transfer the money in a consolidated account and bring a dummy check. A dummy check in the account to Manabio. For them, just like the communication, I'm doing my job, and if it's still, if we go after you, the money is out. So long man, you say, well, all the criticize the various agencies that they are not communicating. I think President Kafara is not coming with a check to give you. He's bringing a dummy check. That check, that big check with Yanova, not to run my check down there. So that take down there.
Okay, my brother, I go pause you time as when I go see na the screen for engage you, and thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Where they call and make people understand the story very clearly. Now that go where they go to parliament and say they get different accounts, not to let people and put money there. The reason why he said they get different account so then go able for pay people them, some people are where they go undercover and all that thing and they. So then go able use some of their accounts then they way not to establish accounts to the public for they pay them people and they so they're not gonna be traceable and stuff like that. No reason or they for like somebody erroneously. Love we put say the person mistake, but no reason or they for let person erroneously put money in our ACC account. Absolutely no. No excuse not for that. You supposed to go pay.
Why,
yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I think that's what's happening over there. Because if you see what they happen, the whole year, the money will not collect the whole year, and they can't get a domain check to present at Malabio so that the public can see that ACC is working.
Okay.
That's what
Again,
he does.
yes.
And they issue the check to the consolidated account.
Okay. Again, and you timed it on.
Yes, sir.
That step they self wrong. And not supposed for present dummy check to Bill. They work that they work for President Bill. Now the Salone people that they work for. You know support, yes. Bill, it just like your example. Former President Trump. Now he appoint the current chairman of the Federal Reserve. So what can happen? President Trump not be even.
Are you saying? No, I think Federal Reserve they change to not the
the one before the one before the Powell adjust the for the transition, the one way transition to Biden. So during the 10 and day, President Trump not be like the way how the man be they handle the thing. A try for influence, and but guess what? That man they not be answerable to him. So he appoint him, he nominate him, but he not be answerable to him. So Ben Kelfala.
If you don't read the act of the act, if you don't read the act of ACC.
Yes, not
the ACC is answerable to all the people, two people, the Parliament and BO.
No. ACC not answerable to President Bill at all. Go back and read that.
Have you?
Yes.
I read it. Answerable to all the two people, the President and the Parliament.
So you're not answerable to the Sierra Leonean people?
Well, impliedly, if anybody is answerable to Parliament, you are answerable to Sierra Leonean people.
Okay.
Not everybody, not to me, Mr. Cabo James, Mr. Cabo, Antikadi, but we elect people to take action on our behalf.
Okay.
If somebody is responsible to Parliament, indirectly is answerable to us.
Thank you for that clarification, there. And by the way, by the way, if he answerable, but let me use logic, my brother. If Ben Kelfala, again, I pause your time. If Ben Kelfala answerable to President Bill, and the way where the president don't take so much power for hire and fire the ACC boss, you feel say if President Bill not there in accordance with the fact say he go after particular somebody and not go get influence over that case there? Logically.
That's why all the ACC bosses are short. They shot themselves on their feet because of the act we introduced them. You remember when BO came? Because number one go, Madam BO number one go hand over information to Macaulay. That make you fire. They bring your man. What if you say to myself, I will just say tear down and put that day. That's how it's operating.
Okay,
my brother.
Thank you for that point. So I will give you chance now. I will give you chance now. Just a moment, my brother. I will give you chance now. I go quiet. Let you finish your time because we got other people in the line. So I go kind of continue now with your time. So your time continue. Go ahead. We'll go listen to you till you finish. You comment and then we will talk after that. Yeah. Thank you. God bless. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I mean, they just say the corner. I think the electoral commission of Sierra Leone. I believe say all the thing, the only thing this PR system where they introduce one or later, but I will not blame Corner. Corner not sit down and after the year, they just interpret the act. Corner not sit down say that 11.9%. Anybody forget before they even consider you as what MP. The politician, APC, both APC and SFP, they were in Parliament and independent and Parliament chiefs. They acted this law and gave it to Corner.
Okay. I will allow you, but again, for like that thing no pass, let us slide. I will pause now. Yeah. The act not say 11.9%. The act not say that. Not then the act at all. Corner make that Corner make that announcement of 11.9% in November. The act then pass them in September. So the act, and they not make any amendment to the act. If you go back, no amendment to the
Can
act.
I say something, sir?
Yes, go ahead,
Can I
please.
say
Yes.
something, sir?
Yes, go
Remember, the act, September we talk about.
Yes.
That was the time of the act was amended December. This act was amended December. This particular one, because what did they do? The formula when they take the population of Sierra Leone and divide how many seats they get.
No, not to the population of Sierra Leone. Let me not go back to that methodology there. If you go now,
Mr. Kabo, I listened to you. It was wrong. I've been listening to you. It was. I'm not saying you are wrong, but go read the act. The act for let MP commander any that the total population they take divide by the amount of seats, not to the voters. You know, the MP is not representing only voters. It's representing even the children. Now the census, they use the vote census to divide.
My brother, let we not go back to that in there. Go back and watch. And again, I know for go back to that act and stuff, but the act make it clear in our total voters. The total number of voters.
No.
Okay, you know what?
There's no way MP.
Pull the act.
Let me say something.
Yes,
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Say, if it's total voter, go read that fine. If it's a total voter, there was no way they should have got 11.5 because like Moyamba has more population, but the total voters in Moyamba might be reduced. So the only thing that act is said that on total population of Sierra Leone. That's why they knew the result. That's why they averaged that before the election. But what you are saying, if that's what they would have done, there was no way. After the election, they begin with a certain whenever get they get less than 70,000 voters, but they don't forget 4 seats. So the act fed down to the total population of Sierra Leone, not go read that.
My brother, just hold on. Not to the total population of Sierra Leone. In fact, that method, the way they use, not to even the total population, the method where they use, where they get the 11.9%, they use the number of districts, when are 16 districts.
You're right.
Then divide them. Hold on. Then divide 16 by the total number of seats. So 16, where you divide them by the total number, where now 1 minus the paramount chiefs them, so now 135. When you divide 16 by 135, you get 11.8 something. So they round them up to 11.9. So not to the population, my brother. So I just the try for bring out the.
What you, Mr. Ka, what you are trying to say? If that formula you are talking about, number of districts, but all districts don't have the same number of MPs.
Well, you see, you they mix up yourself, my brother. Now that's not the point where they tell people them say the districts then get different number of seats. So as a result, that formula they're wrong. So again, let's just show people them. Until you talk about the act, I not want for go there back. I want for move on. But I go show people them the act. Let we read them. Yes. Let we read them. Yeah. Let us show people them. Okay. And you, Seth, I'm glad the way you bring this up because you know that's something where it really necessary. So una de see am clear enough. La zoom am. So una go to see am clearly. We will just read that part there. Yeah. This not the act.
Are we?
Okay. So dear, I beg you until they see the screen, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you they see the screen. I want to let you read them for people them. Again, not to me they read them. You read them for people them. And let people able understand what you read. Until you see now, the first part we talk about the formula. So this not the act. So the side where I want read because we need for move on. Read for we number 4. Please read number 4 for we. Yeah. So you see another screen. You dey see on the screen, sir?
Yeah, but now only number 3 at the see.
No, now number 4 now then at the screen, sir.
Number 4 and now they come up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Can you
read.
go down a little bit?
Yes, read.
Something is blocking me. Can you go down a little bit? If you go down a little bit, I will appreciate.
Okay. So you dey see her now?
No, if you go down a little bit, because some letters are being blocked by my life, whatever.
Okay. So you dey see them now?
I didn't see the starting. Okay. In each district,
Yes.
the number of voters that a political party requires to be allowed one seat will be determined by dividing the total district votes by the district seat.
So Olande. The total district votes, and not talk about population, no. The total district votes divided by the district seats. So my brother, who's English Lande? It clear though. And not say the total district population, no. It said the total district vote. So the vote, not to every member of the population vote. So this this don't clear now to you.
My question is, where the seats allocated before people voted?
But okay, look number A. Look at letter A. So, but you try for talk said and say the total population, and this don't tell you say not to the total population divided by the number of seats. Now the total number of votes, the district, not even the country. Now the particular district, the total of that district, the vote.
Mr. Kabo.
Yes, sir.
How many times? What's the guy named? They can't tell we say what they did because they did not want to take 2005 census or 2015 census, and they don't want to take this meter census. They came together and divided. Together they mean, and that's why they use.
No, my brother, I'm not gonna make you hijack this program. You talk about say now total population. Take time, I pull the act, and now you they go other side. No, can we go other side? I go quiet, let you finish your time, please, because I don't deal with them. And you talk say now total population. And I show you how they get 11.9%, but yet you disregard them and you still they say now the total population because the parliamentarians they represent picking them and stuff. So now again, not to insult, but then kind interpretation they continue for confuse people them. We not able to get peace in that country day. Same as it is. The act there, you say you don't read them. Now I pull the act, waiting then at the act, and from waiting you understand it completely different. And yet when you for say, oh, sorry, I be understand I'm wrongly. But you still they try for go bring other ways them back for argue unnecessarily. And I don't want to let you hijack the program on something when they benefit people them. I sorry not to insult, but I just want to move on. I go continue with your time and let you make your comment because we'll get other calls them. And thank you very much. Go ahead with you the rest of your comments, sir. Thank you.
Okay, back to this. What you mean? Astronomy, let's see for say allocation of seats per district. They consider the total vote. That's why they say the meter census and last 2015 census.
So now you say the total vote, not the total population again.
I not the total vote. I not the total vote. I said meter census and 2015 census. That was the figure they used to allocate seats, district by district.
My brother, the formula then are the act. Not label yourself. Go read the act. If you're not able to read on the screen, the formula then are the act. Not label yourself waiting and not do. Okay. Anyways, it don't go off. Let me take additional call. VOS network. Hello caller. What's your name and who say they call from, please?
Yes, Nakongo, they call from York.
Hello, Brother Combo. Thank you so much for we call. And what's a contribution tonight, sir?
Yeah, the contribution today now, based on the last caller, actually. This now the headache I don't get for the past few days since you analyze this thing. When I share and some groups them come after me, they talk all kinds of things. People they refer you to the act where then with confidence and come speak English with confidence as if the person we get mind can at TV analyzer and not be know that. Imagine if you not be get access to the act. This man they go read the act.
Yes.
They don't pull the act. They don't read them.
Exactly.
Still they balance and back.
Yes. And this is not terrible thing for we country. Terrible thing.
Very terrible. Very terrible.
You read them per English, then you defend different interpretation. Now you they talk about the census, the this, my goodness, this not the act. Then put it right there. Then tell you the formula where for use.
In fact, also even done day when you go up at number inside within number 3, they say valid vote.
Exactly.
Total vote, valid vote. When you say that they minus the void.
Exactly.
Papa God.
You know this will country, and this now I presume now educated somebody. I presume, and it don't read them. It don't read them. Then it twists. It want twist.
Go read the act. It then are the act. Then they don't pull her now. If you not been pull her now, you better you pull her, yeah? Low pass that level day.
Yes.
I'm your contribution no more.
Thank you, my brother. La bring Auntie Kadi. Thank you so much for what you call. Auntie Kadi, you see the problem where we get in a salon? Somebody try for bring to your attention the right thing. Even I make us say let him read them. Me no read them. I say let him read them. So it don't read them. It see total number of votes and valid votes. Thanks, Korombo. Valid votes. Now if they go talk about they be take kind of average of the two census, where even that method they say wrong, because you need to take average of two census for bring this kind of thing. Now because of the census where they put, the World Bank make them clear. Say they not radiate the methodology where they want for use. Now it make them pull out because they be one for sponsor that activities there, because the government convince the international body say now for let them go able understand the breakdown of the current population, so where then go want for begin for go into development, then go able know how for target whose areas they for target in terms of development. So and that reason they all water so that it make the World Bank say okay, but not knowing to say then do it deliberately for election. Because you don't need a census for able know how you go distribute development. Because then America now 10 years. But then get surveys. Canada self get surveys. Plenty developed countries then get surveys. And that survey they use where they be do that education thing and stuff. So other method than they. You don't need the census for able know the people the concentration of people them that a particular area and stuff. You can do that by survey. Then this post, you see, now them people there they give you issue. And that country they. Then I don't know if I go say bookman because I don't know in level of education. Now then they give, you don't read the thing. Simple, somebody where really intelligent enough go say, oh, sorry, I misunderstand them. Simple. Yes, you right. And me no they do this for let people and say I right. I they do them for let themselves go back and see waiting are able pick up and correct them. That make us say even that other method in terms of how they allocate the seat, where they say where you get the threshold automatically, you will not get the threshold, you are out. So then they don't discriminate, they don't disenfranchise the people them will vote for them smaller parties them. Then votes not count. And not to the PR system, not to a definition of the PR system. But because it ain't the act, I give them the benefit of the doubt and saying the next election, if we want to use the same method, let we revisit that. And not be pinpoint. But the one waiting at the act, why corner this? And look, the guy they say, oh, they amend the act in December. And not then at the website, and not then at the parliamentary website, say they amend this act. Then you they go talk about then take the average of the two census. We're even a wrong approach. And the anti-Kadila bring you in. And this not, I'm not annoyed. I just frustrated that you get people away deliberately. They mislead the country. The one they way not go better school. And we go school for let we go able use we own knowledge for improve the country. The one they will not get so much knowledge like we, let we able educate them. I make where are they do the math safe. Are they break them to the lowest level where that person will understand Creole, go understand me. And that's na me aim na ya. Over to you, Auntie Cardi, please.
What? Over to me on what?
Waiting at your comment, waiting at your take on this issue where this man, after where it don't read the act, where the act say clearly now the total number of district votes divided by the total number of district seats, and yet it argue and stuff and make so now just that's normal really.
But
But before you
all actually.
yeah, before you do that though, we get a call. Let me take this caller, please, and then we will continue with the show. VS Network, hello caller. Waiting at your name and who say the call from, please.
Yes, good evening from your own side. I call from France.
Thank you so much. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. We hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. May I take on the argument? This now the same thing I'm having finished. I can convince Mr. Kagbo.
I don't know if you hear yourself. So what did they happen? You they break. So turn down the set where you listen from. So you go able for concentrate, please, because you they break.
Yeah, you get me now, sir?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. You see, this man, so this now this man what they argue, Mr. During the time where before this election.
Well, unfortunately, they break. Yeah, I'll take another call, please. You call back. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who say the call from, please?
Mr. Mohammed. I will call from the US. UK.
Hello, Mr. Mohammed. Thank you very much for your call. And what's you take, please? Go ahead.
What's our act? I want to tell me. Not only me, people alone that can break this thing down for we about 11.9%. What is like 11.9%? How many in thousands make 11.9%? People always want to know about that 11.9%. Not so all man go na Salone, go school na Salone. We know what's like 11.9%. So like in breaker, I want to breaker in numbers to the simple man let him know. Long not forget about this 11.9%, 4.5%. Lot of people understand what they mean by this percent. Than fucking they call it no more 11.9, 4.5. So definitely most of the people don't understand what that 11.9% is. So while on a break and down for we, now make a call. because most of the people that don't ask this question and they want to know. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for that brilliant suggestion, Day. The 11.9%, that one day, na math then do a calculation. Now, in then do, they're able to come up with that 11.9%. So we'll let you go. So the 11.9%, how then get them? Then take the number of districts, the total number of districts them, where if you look, the number of districts, including the Western urban and Western rural, then considered 2 districts, plus first term, where we go up at 12 districts Salone be get. So during Anescoma in time, it put 2 more districts, where na Falaba and Karine. So it make 14 districts. The reason now we make it go 16 districts, because the Western area, then divide them into 2. First term will be say Western area. Now then get Western urban, where na you go say na inside town. Then Kisi, Tego, Watalo area, now Western rural. So Western urban considered 1 district. Western rural considered 1 district. So now 2 districts there now which will be known as the Western area. So you add up at that 14 districts, then we don't get total of 16 districts. So that 16 day, the number of seats where parliamentarians then for occupy this election, now 135 seats them. So when you divide the 16, you divide them by 135. La Fenway for put me for show una me calculator, because so people are able for understand more. But again, if you get calculator for yourself, for let you save me the headache for show this calculation, you can able for check now you calculate now your phone, if your phone get calculator or something like that. But yes, so where you multiply the number of like 16, are they kind of try for see how I go able for show me calculator, because this is not something where we really want to let people fully understand, because it cause like that man that we brother we call again I'm a brother because na Sierra Leonean. It just they bother me where people and they mislead. So this is not the calculator. I get calculator now on the screen. So from this calculator, if you look now, you take 16 where now the number of districts them, and then you divide them by the number of seats where now 135. So where you go equal, and then you times them by 100, forget the percentage. So where you times them by 100, forget the percentage. So you see, you get 11.8518 and all that percent. So, but like how we know math, if it be 5 and above, you dey round them up. So when you round the 5, you round them up, it'll be 11.9%. So now this way then gets the 11.9%. So now that way they are say it wrong, because you need to take the number of total districts, you divide them by the total number of seats, then they don't make no sense at all. You not take into consideration the number of seats then per district, you not take into consideration the number of votes them. So now that day we try for talk about. Now beyond the act, we show the proper calculation. But Corne not use the proper calculation. Instead, he used this method when a wrong method. So Nadande, I be they tell people them say Corne not doing right. Because if you be doing right and do the proper method, waiting be happen, the number na both for big APC for be get one seat instead of SLPP take all. So now one of the boku thing and that way for use the wrong method get the old process. So now they the 11%, 11.8% come out. So I hope you understand who side is 11.8% come out. But if you take Bo for example, Bo, let we take say the no in a non for go back. I go encourage you for watch the program where we do Thursday. I show the math day where each district forget your own different percentage because the number of seats them now the district is different by district. So, because of the difference in the number of votes and the difference in the number of districts, so each district for get in own waiting and call threshold. That number they, that number where they calculate. If you get that percentage, they automatically you don't get one seat. So now so they assess them. I hope say that they clear to you. But Auntie Kadi, we don't go out of time now because it don't pass 5. And waiting I go on follow we do because the other things them we can able bring them up. But one thing where I want to we quickly talk about because this now something we're very, very important and it timely for we talk about now the US the reaction where then give towards the election. So again, where we put this now VOS, the same thing again. People them one person say, oh na fake. Instead of a try for click on the link for verify, say yes, indeed, this now from the US Department of State, it just cut out number on a fake press release. Not to so again, this not the thing this. People are not thirsty for knowledge. How you go all you party accountable if you needed take the pain for let you verify and then say not true, but instead you they spread on a fake news, not this. So now the thing where I want to follow you up more back, the US Department of State then put out a press, they call them press statement, as you see now. And yesterday, and I make our lot deal with them before we close the show today. Now, yesterday, then put them, and this now waiting and say, la make them big for una, me fumble them. Now, this now waiting and say, I go read them slowly. The United States continues to be concerned about irregularities in the election results announced by the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, ECSL, independent parallel vote tabulations and analysis by accredited national and international observation missions raise questions about the integrity of the official results. So this now US then position now. We call on the government to institute an independent outside investigation of the elections process and integrate observer recommendations to improve the electoral modalities for future elections. La pause here. And again, one of our brothers them, he say, well, where US say for make independent investigation for institute or establish independent investigation and try for talk say let them look at the recommendation them where the international observers they don't give and use their recommendation then they for the next election. The person say, oh, the US don't move on from this election. So now that they talk about for use waiting, then go learn from the investigation and use them for next election. So you see how people and they misunderstand things. So definitely, yes, waiting the mistake will happen from this. Then cable use that mistake, they correct them for next election, fair enough. But that not necessarily means say the US don't follow the matter and not want for let Corner release the numbers them. Because now that one day the international observer mission then say let Corner release the disaggregated numbers so waiting then get then go compare them with waiting corner publish as the small numbers them by polling station. Now in them mean by disaggregated. So where them publish them, then go then compare and see if waiting them publish not to not the right numbers. And this press release it make it clear, say the election results not credible. So my brother, for let United States say the election result not credible, and you still take courage and say, oh, they don't move on. Why are Sierra Leonean, for feel bad for say we election not results are not credible? Instead, you say, oh, the US don't move on, so for move on. So Auntie Kadi, this not the position. But before you come and let we give you last word them, the last part say, the second paragraph, we are also disturbed by the reports of intimidation, including death threats against domestic and international observers, civil society organizations, and ECSL personnel. We call on all actors to exercise restraint and engage in peaceful dialogue to resolve disputes. The last part say the resolve and determination of Sierra Leoneans who went out to the polls on June 24th to make their voices heard was inspiring. Free and fair elections are essential for any democracy. I want to underline that. Free and fair elections are essential for any democracy. The government and political parties must commit to strengthening democratic institutions to better protect the rights and reflect the aspirations of the people of Sierra Leone. So it clear say forget democracy. We need forget free and fair elections. That in a part, now the backbone, the foundation of a true democracy. So why una feel say if una get free and fair election, we go able forget better democracy in that country. Why we feel that? Why the supporters they feel that? But Tikadi, I say I go bring you for let you give you final word because unfortunately we're out of time. But we get one caller. You go one follow, take this caller, or you one follow, we just close.
Yeah, take the call.
Okay, so we'll take this call. I know say if other calls then come, unfortunately we're not able to take them. Let this be the last call because again on Saturday we say get for spend time, quality time with our families them as well. I know say una na families, but we own nuclear families. Una na extended families. VOS network. Hello caller, what's your name and say the call from, please? Go ahead.
Concerned citizen, I'm just responding to because you respond to my posting that I made. I made the posting about the U.S. have moved on.
Okay.
So I want to respond to what you said.
Okay.
I'm glad this is engagement. I appreciate it.
Wonderful. Thank you. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Okay. So to me, after reading it, my understanding, my basic English that I understand, the demand that the United States is making, is independent, someone independent to look at this. But they are not calling for anything else beyond that. They're just looking at something that we can get credible, independent investigation so that we can implement it for the next election.
Okay.
And if you continue to the paragraphs down, they not go beyond anything beyond that, demanding that we need new election or different things like that. Of course, they cannot demand that.
Okay.
Because of international protocol.
Wonderful.
I will let you respond.
Yeah. So where we respond, will be say the US the demand for new election. Will be say that Naya?
No, you don't say that. You don't say that.
Okay, so you say yeah. Hold on, sir. You say they respond to me comment. So now part of your comments they say US now ask for let them redo the election. So what in that mean? It means say implicitly by implication. Let not speak big English now. By it shows say we say the US they ask for let them do the election back.
No.
Well, now that you they
No.
imply, sir.
Well, I apologize if you see that way. I'm not saying that at all.
Okay.
What I am trying to say is,
Mhm.
the United States government had no demand beyond what they stated,
Okay.
especially to the end of that paragraph.
Okay.
And to me,
Yes.
I take a look at that, say there is no teeth behind this. Trust me, my brother, I'm in the same place. I don't care for either party. I want democracy to work. I want transparency. As you, like me, I want to see all the numbers, my brother.
Yes.
We just want to see the truth. Now, that's the number with the demand. You know?
Yes.
So that's why I was disappointed yesterday with the State Department press. I think it was not strong enough. And so people go read down there and say, okay, well, pretty much what these people had to tell us, I mean, if I was an SLPP, now then I will read, especially towards the end of that conclusion in that first paragraph right there. You know, because after that, they just went beyond talking and praising Sierra Leoneans.
Yes. And thank you. I sort of display your comment where you say it sounds and again, thank you for that. It sounds like the international community is moving on to the next election. That word sounds qualify, say, not to definitively. Now something way based on you understanding. Now this way come across to you. I just interpret again, not to English class with it, but I just interpret what it mean. And you just
based on my understanding and based on seeing what the international community, especially United States State Department diplomatic statements.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back, if you look at everything when they make, you know, every statement when they make about election is carefully stated.
Yes. And I really appreciate the fact, just quickly though, I really appreciate the fact so you pick this up. But me see it differently. Anti-Kadi be don't say we APC brothers and sisters them, and Mr. Shilon himself when a lawyer say you need to take off the table you right. So that wave the right for gonna court. It make them even difficult for the international body because USF not get the constitutional authority for overturn election at Salone. So whether they come strongly or not, they not get that legal mandate today because Sierra Leone na sovereign state. So the only institution peacefully waking Duam now the Supreme Court. So because APC now go to the Supreme Court, now it doesn't put themselves in a tight corner where the international body, if even corner put out numbers that were not consistent, we're not go able to see a reversal of the a rerun of the election. Because
Mr. Cabo.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cabo.
Yes,
Mr. Cabo, sir. And you and my sister,
yes.
I cannot agree more. And at this from the beginning, we will tell APC. Go on a court, even though you know, say you the court's not going to be fair to you, but go there.
Yes.
You still have to go to the court. You still, because it will give you standing in the international community.
Yes.
Because the whole world will see you.
Yes.
You know, now the same advice we also advise for the parliament.
Yes.
Go on a parliament. Go on a parliament. No run away. No hide. Kind of parliament, make noise. Just use your minority power to make as much noise and disturb as much and continue making noise for the international world and international community for keep this noise going. Even if we know you will get the transparency what we want, at least we will taint this presidency.
Yes. I agree with you. Auntie Kadi wants to say something. Auntie Kadi, go ahead, please. Because we come to the end now. Auntie Kadi, you want to say something to the scholar?
Well, okay. No, waiting. I'm just careful saying. I think you don't even say Because this statement where the United States publish, first of all, Mr. Don, there is some people that say, oh, when I wait no more, in 6 months' time, when I go see if they can get election back. When you look at this, there is one word there where it's of relevance to me, you understand me? Recommendation.
Yes.
Just
Exactly.
a recommendation, no means say, then they do them. Recommendation is a recommendation. You see,
Yes.
it's up so that they can investigate and do everything they recommend. It's up to we for take the recommendation or we not take them.
Yeah.
It is a recommendation. It's
Yes.
not. It is not. It is not. It is not that. Oh, after the investigation has been made, you understand, we would like this and this to happen. That tells you that they are not dictating to us because every recommendation, even you they self na any side, you look at all the inquiries the way they can make even a year. You go even like say where they can get things like the legal aid board, like legal aid or some kind things about legal side. They always make recommendations. Although sometimes the recommendations they can take them, you understand it, but it depends. We not get what take them. But then they look the recommendation for in the future, not necessarily that we're going to have an election in 6 months or in 5 days or in 2 years. No, now for future elections coming. So this mistake they don't do if everything don't come out, plus waiting they don't do. So now that made them say they get independent people and then go look at all the mistakes them and everything, then they put them together, then they make recommendations to avoid it happening again, to avoid a repeat of what happened in 2023. That is how I understand it.
Yes. So, caller, thank you. I hope say with our yes, you concern and 100% we agree with you. Say now a concern, but to me and Anti-Kadi, we don't make it clear. Say the international body, they're very limited as to waiting and go do in this situation. So APC, unfortunately, they don't. I think the time don't lapse. So they don't.
But Mr. Cabo,
yes, sir.
Mr. Cabo, let me ask you
yes,
one
quickly.
question.
Yes.
But as a Sierra Leonean, we go ask for sue the government for produce this data, this result, right? There is no expiration date on that for the Freedom of Information Act for we to sue the government and get this data to the public.
That's a wonderful question. If Naya, I say yes, the media for we go around it and use the Freedom of Information Act.
Well, Mr. Cabo, we need you for doing for we. Mr. Cabo. Yes, the challenge now, we all go help you and get a lawyer. No, we try this. Now this with people and never try. You know, we need to go into the not to you. I mean, what you United do is more than enough. What you United do is more than enough. But this would be an interesting question. I would dig into it myself to see if we can challenge through the so-called Freedom of Information Act again at the country there to see if we will get this data released to the public.
Yes. Well, clearly, my brother.
Yes. You can challenge that. Yes. You can challenge that. But what guarantee do you have that the same fair will make APC no go challenge? Who guarantee you get say that case will come up so soon? Because then maybe they would gag. But the fact is, you don't appeal, especially coming from an individual. You see, from a civilian, where go a voter, you go appeal. Then go call on one day, and if you're not happy with the outcome, you can go further. You can go ahead, above. Get me? I'm not saying it's very important. I just say something. I just say something. You don't go finish and back. When I go finish and back. When I go finish and back, let's just go off the gate. Now, just talk something. Yes. I just want to let people they know say. Somebody comment you don't kind somebody talk say you for lawyer to a party. No, I'm sorry, a lawyer to my party, but are the only lawyer to my party they do the right thing. If my party know they do the right thing, I'm not loyal to them. So make it clear because I saw a comment where somebody put. Get me? A lawyer to the APC if they do the right thing. But if they are not doing the right thing, I will not be loyal to them because I'm not going to put my integrity at stake here. If the whole of APC want to put their integrity at stake, fair enough. You understand, eh? But me, I value that. You see, I'm not going loyal to APC if they're doing the wrong thing. If they're doing the right thing, I will force the commander do. Now, that's not my big one.
Well, all right. Well, call out. Don't give plenty time, and thank you for the interaction. That was awesome. And thank you so much. And by the way, just quickly though, in terms of saying Wikiable challenge, it then at the Public Elections Act saying the only person we go challenge, and now within 7 days of the pronouncement, now somebody will vote, and not vote. So so me not go able for challenge.
Me neither.
So you see.
And Mr. Cabo,
Yes.
And Mr. Cabo,
Yes, sir.
hopefully you will have another dialogue about this. We did this forum now. How come we not get right for vote? This is a very interesting question you should bring to us.
Yes.
We will discuss it also.
Absolutely. We go think about that. And Auntie Kadi, now the co-host,
thank you.
Where Matila come, then go. We go remind them. Say a brilliant caller and VOS follower don't suggest this. So Auntie Kadi, definitely I go put pressure on Una for let Una bring this. Now very important points this. So thank you, caller.
Maybe we can invite them. Maybe we can invite them at the show.
Yes,
how
absolutely. And send you contact we if you interested for either be on the phone or if you want come by video, we cable bring in at the studio. Absolutely, and we like that. For we get people we cable come at the studio, we not to regular people for we all champion discussions about Salongo before.
I will love that.
Yes.
I will love that very much. I will contact you guys and thank you very much for the opportunity. And as I say again, stay truthful, stay balanced, and stay transparent. Thank you guys very, very much.
Absolutely. Thank you very much again. Let God bless you, sir. And let God bless all the callers them and all the people that would comment and for positively contribute to the show. Auntie Kadi, I'm also unable to go through everything. But to me, I really enjoy the program. So again, Thursday, by God's grace, I sure say then topic here will still be relevant, like the president appointment and also the NRM, then position, different from the party all down there in the next few days. I sure say then will still be relevant and we'll pick them up from there. So Auntie Kadi, from all waiting the callers them, the comments them, and the discussion, all what you don't say. Bundle all that into a short 1 or 2 minutes and give people that you take from the program today and also give your closing. Over to you.
There's nothing much to say again. We've said it all. You get me? So I'm not getting much for say other than I just say bye to everybody.
Wow, that is short and sweet. And me fumble them. If me talk boku, Auntie Kadi, I sure say it go make I look bad.
No, talk no more.
no, we not go talk. We not go talk boku because otherwise then go say man they will get boku talk.
Well, you better learn about boku talk than una thief.
That's true. But again, we don't say it all. We fumble them. The thing way I want for put to tonight, and we see a display of that where somebody, again, not anything personal, I don't know the caller, we read the act and then it want for interpreting differently for people them. I don't know him personally, and there's not anything personally against them. Now they appeal to them, and any other person similar to what they do, where they do that for mislead the Salone people them. Salone if we not all them politicians here, I know say yes, people and they say, oh, I born APC, me papa, me grandpa, me uncle, all me family and APC. So you kind of say you born APC. No, nobody know they born with a political party. And then the same thing, I born SLPP. No. So when we get that notion, what thing they happen is we they give them politicians here room for continue for manipulate we, for continue for divide me and you two as brothers and sisters. So instead of we focus on how we go push the country go before, instead we go to kill each other for let them thrive, for continue for thief the country in resources, for continue for mislead we and divide the country, where in the end, now the poor people and they suffer. So me they appeal to Nadia Abeg, something as blatant as waiting happened so a moment ago. Una not condone that. Una not encourage that. Where something wrong, if even now you party they do make am clear say it wrong. And they carry the country na the wrong direction. So let we stand for the country first before we party. Before even we mama and papa them. We for put the country before we parent them, as a matter of fact. I know say it go weird for sounders, but the country, if we put the country first, if you know say you mama and papa or you papa or mama corrupt, which is possible, because them politicians here, let we know say plenty of them get picking them. But of them get picking them, and we they say the politicians then corrupt. So if you mama or papa or papa they corrupt, dear abeg, nothing wrong for let you respectfully tell them say, mama, papa, una not dey na the right track. Una know they carry the country in the right direction. Una need for change cause. If we all team up respectfully against injustice, against that way where they thief the country in resources and deprive the poor people them, Salone go before. Salone him go one before, it left to me and you, not to more of the politicians, because now greedy people them, then go continue for thief the country in resources. They're not go stop. But if me and you to not accept, it go stop. So I go tap there and I want to tell Auntie Kadi boku thank you for where he always the grace this platform and with a benefit tremendously from in talent and from in honesty and from in openness. My brothers and sisters, now people are like this, we for celebrate na Salone, where they stand up for the truth. I go stop there. Me, na Abdul Karim Kagbo, until Thursday, if we go come back, una tata, una take care of una self with una family. Dear, that we pray for we politicians them. Let God change them for going on the right path. And let we pray for the country. Let God rescue that country there from the current situation where that country there. Because not a good situation at all. We all know that. We just they cover the truth. But the truth is the country not in the right direction. So dear, let we pray for the country and let God bless una. Let God bless the VOS. And above all, let God bless Mama Salone. Until then, again, Mina Abdul Karim, on behalf of we Diva, Madam Kadi Johnson Cole, we they say una tata.